Hello, Tarot Lovelies, it's Ethany and it's Friday on my channel, which means it's First Impressions Friday. And I have got a new deck to share with you all. We're going to be discovering it together, as this is always the first time I've seen any of these decks. And we have got the Spirits of the Scent Oracle deck, and something just fell from upstairs. So I apologize about that. This is a 36 set card deck and it was sent to me by the creator. I'm really excited. Nature's Ocean 2019. So I'm really looking forward to looking at this. This is written by Yvette K and illustrated by Space Odyssey, who I know both of those people on the social of the medias. So I'm going to swap over cameras now and we're going to go through this deck. Now this is my second, no, I guess if you call the Aurosoma something that has got aromatherapy attached to it, this will be my third deck. So I'm really enjoying seeing how people are really viewing and feeling into and getting that visual representation of essential oils. So that's very exciting. So let's swap over those cameras and get into it. Now we're going to go through all of the cards from the Spirits of the Scent Oracle deck, written by Yvette K and illustrated by Space Oddity. This has been on my pile for a little while. I let everyone know who sends me stuff that it does take me a bit of time to get to things, because I've been traveling a lot at the beginning of the year and I had a backlog. So we're now finally getting to this. This is a colourful oracle deck of 36 cards that helps us to grow emotionally and spiritually as we get to know the spirits of the essential oils. Though many of their qualities, such as cleansing, balancing, or grounding, often overlap, each essential oil has unique subtleties and comes to point out the deeper reasons behind the matters you're concerned with. So this is by Nature's Ocean 2019. Oh, I already love that sweet orange. Little tuck box. Cute little tuck box. Cute. Okay. We have a little guidebook that we're going to get into after we've looked through the cards. We have a spare card here. I always use these as like bookmarks and things like that. That's the back. So as you can see, it is like if the card's upside down, you're going to see that it's upside down. So we call that a non-reversible. Okay, number one, sweet orange. These are gorgeous. No, so beautiful. Oh, the cardstock's lovely too. Cypress is number two. This is like, I think it's like a plasticky, it's like more of that plastic cardstock, which means it's gonna hold up to a lot of shuffling. Look how gorgeous that is. Black pepper. I've never worked with black pepper as an essential oil. I can imagine it's intense. I put a lot of black pepper on everything I eat, like everything that I eat almost. I love pepper. Jasmine, one of my favorites. I love jasmine oil. It does remind me of, you know, the night and the moon. I've got a lot of, we had a massive jasmine plant vine, because they're like vines, bush, I don't know what you would classify it as, but growing in our back garden as a child. And that smell just takes me back. Rose, it's still one of my favorite scents of all time. Rosemary, beautiful protective herb. Rosemary, I use a lot of it. Myrtle, moaning myrtle, not really moaning myrtle, but myrtle. It's going to be interesting to look at the card meanings, because for me, I don't know enough about some of these to really make the connection of why there would be a woman in purple with a crystal crown on watching a child play in the river. But maybe others have looked at this and they totally get it. And again, I'm not to say that it probably means something. It's just for me, the symbolism and the connection between the essential oils is not my strongest point. Ginger, because here we don't have any keywords or anything, so you'd need to look it up. And I'm not mad at it. I've got other ones that do have keywords. I love ginger. Ginger beer. It's like my treat. Kombucha or ginger beer. So good for your immune system. I love that root going all the way down. Geranium. True lavender. I love lavender. Lavender is like the rose quartz of the essential oil world. It's got so many uses, and it's one of the first things. I mean, like, I remember having lavender helping me meditate as a child. Sage. Cedarwood Atlas. Roman chamomile. Yeah, having a snooze. That's definitely Roman chamomile. Clary sage. There's a lot there, isn't there? Like that cornucopia, raven, dragons. There's those dreams, right? That subconscious level. Lemon. Lemongrass. They're doing capoeira there. I wish I was that fabulous. I wish I could do capoeira. There is no way. I would end up killing myself for sure. I'm that uncoordinated. Frankincense, 3 kings. We 3 kings of Orienta. I mean, who doesn't? That was actually one of my favorite Christmas carols. They got 3 kings there. Frankincense. Beautiful oil. Another one of my favorites. Another one of my favorite incenses. Oh, this one is so sweet. Look at the mandarin. So gorgeous. Oh, another little childhood memory here coming up. And which makes total sense, right? Because scent and our sense of smell can often really connect us back in with our childhood and our memories. There was a tree at the park growing up. Literally, you could walk to this park. It was a space where I spent a lot of my time when I was growing up. And there was a tree that I used to spend a lot of time with, just sitting up in that tree, literally like in this fork, and just watching the world go by and making up fabulous stories. And it just reminds me of that. It wasn't an orange or a mandarin tree, but it still reminds me of that. It was a willow tree, actually. Sweet marjoram. Sweet marjoram. Oh, I'm in that cute these little fairies, there's a fairy cottage. Bergamot. Vetiver. Look at that beautiful protective bubble there. Grapefruit. I love all these little protective, there's all these little protective entities on these cards. Rose Otto. Another one I really like, a little ladybug. I like rose quite a lot. Yeah, the beautiful little rose in that heart space there. Pine. That spirit stretching upwards there, that energy. Sweet neroli. That's a gorgeous card too. Colourful walls, colourful people. Looks like Italy. Italy in the summer. That's what I'd like to be in Italy. Time. This person is taking some time out to just like chill with the pooch and be away from the crowd. Patchouli, another very famous scent for alternative people. Like everyone, like it's like the hippie scent, right? And I say that with love, but there is that thing of the smell of patchouli. Peppermint. Love some peppermint tea. Good for your tum-tum. I like peppermint. I like mint chocolate. I like mint. Just I'm a mint gal. Palmarosa. Like a healing there. Almost that Reiki coming from those healers. Juniper berry. I've got a lot of these in herb form in my apothecary too. I love it how there's like literally witches. So rad. It reminds me a little bit of like Kiki's delivery service. Spikenard. Sweet fennel. Getting a reading there. You can see like a lot of these, the cards have images of protection and healing in them. A lot of activity and action as well. Lemon. Cinnamon. We're about to head into the very cinnamony space of fall coming in, or autumn coming in. I love it. I don't love all the rain. I like it outside right now. It's like 28 and beautiful. Helichrysum. Fregonia. Trademark. So someone's trademarked that essential oil. Oh, sandalwood, another one of my favorites. Sandalwood, that's beautiful. And bees, lemon balm. I want to look up that. I'm looking this one up. I'm going to look this one up. I'm going to give this a quick shuffle, but I'm going to leave that one out because I actually want to really look it up. Okay, so this is a standard tarot deck size. For those of you who are wondering the size. It shuffles really well because of that plastic cardstock. And as I mentioned, it's going to live up to, it's going to take quite the shuffling. So that shuffles quite nicely. I do want to look at this Fregonia. So let's have a look at the guidebook. How it came together about aromatherapy and essential oils. It's very small font, but I mean, that's fine. But I don't mind that because I guess I'm still, to some people I'd be an old fogey, but I guess I'm still young. The Spirit of Sense spread, 4-card, 3-card dream spread. And then we go right into we have some safety guidelines, so that's interesting. That's good to know. But also, it's not on somebody, I mean, I say this when I work with my coven every month if we have an oil or something. I say over and over again, don't use something that you haven't researched, right? So make sure you do some research. So then it goes biography, and then about, and gratitude. Okay, so this is Fregonia, rise of like the phoenix from the ashes, healing angels renewed. It doesn't really say who came up with that. I'm going to Google that because I'm curious. It's an essential, or it is essentially a deal with bottled up emotional trauma. Call upon your healing angels. Yeah, but I want to know what it is, because is it just a flower that somebody owns? I'm going to find out. I'm sure, again, people are going to tell me. But that's a guidebook there. Quite a lot of information. I know that the font is small, but a lot here. This is a really sweet little deck. I'm learning more and more about essential oils. I use a lot of oils for anointing, candles, spell work. I'm wearing oils on my wrists as I was doing readings this morning, and now I'm doing these videos, unboxing videos. So I use quite a lot of them. This is a lovely little deck. I like the cardstock. It's quite sturdy. The artwork is beautiful. It's such a beauty. And I will, as always, pop the description as to where you can get this deck below. And thank you always, as always, for watching.